Of all the strange things on Earth, the mysterious occurrences, the things that go bump in the night, the unknown, nothing is stranger than the ocean. Those who sail on it know this. Those who live near it experience it every day. There is nothing more crushing than the knowledge that where you live will eat you if you turn your back on it for a single second. And there is nothing you can do. There is nothing more superstitious than a sailor. To know that there's nothing you can do, but to know that the only thing you can do is to try. To cast out into the waters, asking for portents and guidance. There's a saying that has existed since antiquity. Red skies at morning, sailors take warning. Every sailor knows when they wake up and they see the sky bleeding red, they better be prepared for a storm. Welcome to Red Light at Morning.
It's gonna be fine, guys. Keep together.
Hello, this is a Twice Rolled Tale production. I am Linnie Schell. I will be the keeper for this evening, and our lovely players are briefly going to introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Phoebe. I'm the technical producer for Twice Rolled Tales, and I'm going to be playing Captain Lachlan Mitchell.
I'm Kenzie Tartaglione. I'm the creator and producer of Queer PG, and I will be playing Emil.
I'm Emily. I am the managing producer for Twice Rolled Tales, and I'm going to be playing Suzanne Carpenter.
Hi, I'm Jasmin Malave. I'm a friend, and I'm gonna be playing Avery McAllister.
I was not prepared for that name.
The lighthouse keeper.
Yep, get ready. Buckle the fuck in.
It was fairly normal until...
Yeah, it was... I mean, we were all keeping it so tight, and like...
Everyone had really official things, and so I had to do something.
All right.
You're the most official one of us.
Literally getting paid to be playing D&D professionally right now. Come see her at the 20-sided tavern.
Sea Crow Island is an island off the coast of the U.S., an island sort of lost in time. It is a collection of small fishing vessels, fishing towns atop a rocky, windswept spit of land that connects to nothing and goes nowhere. Nothing much is happening on this particular day, except the inhabitants in the distance can see. And Emil, where would you be on this day?
I would be standing barefoot with my pants rolled up to my knees in the shallow waters off the coast, not near the docks, but just by myself with this long stick in my hand, trying to stab at fish.
You start stabbing at the fish, but there's not a lot of fish around here. The water here is stagnant and almost brackish, even though the nearest fresh water is not for miles. As you're looking across the bay, you see off in the distance a column of smoke rising, and not from the lighthouse, red light over here, not from any part of the land, just out in open water, as if a boat is on fire. But you can't see a boat, it's just a column of black, thick smoke, and it's headed right for the docks. As it gets closer, you can start to hear, just barely, the sound of a radiation alarm, just blaring but muffled as if it's coming from like about 20 feet underwater. What are you doing in this day?
It's early morning.
Mm-hmm.
So Avery is getting up. He's probably already checked on the lighthouse light and tended to everything. And he's sitting out front with a cup of black coffee, reading the paper. Incredible. As you're sitting there reading the paper, you also see this plume of smoke. And it's a little hard to tell because you're not up above seeing, the surrounding landscape from the light. But you can just see that this plume of smoke, almost like a column, just floats across the water into the docks. And you two both watch as
out of the water, this black submarine rises, covered in algae. It is not duct taped together, but you look really closely just to make sure that your eyes aren't tricking you, because it really feels like it should be. It's spray painted in big letters, the Bernice, across the side, and you can see that something has taken a large chunk out of the tower, and smoke is rising from that. And as the submarine surfaces, you guys can hear the radiation alarm now ringing out across the full of the bay. What's Captain Lachlan and crew up to in this moment?
I mean, Lachlan and a couple other crew members that aren't immediately needed at stations, I think that includes Susanna, are kind of waiting by the hatch for the second they can open it, and Lachlan is God is my witness, Susanna, this is why we don't antagonize Todd, by cooking his limbs.
How was I supposed to know?
That question is so absurd, I don't even know how to answer it.
Todd has 24 limbs. You telling me
And
he
an
would miss 2
extremely
of them?
good memory.
Noted for next time. We're fine. Everything is fine. I don't know why you're freaking out. Everything is fine.
Susanna, you know I love having you around. You know I do. You're a hoot and a half. However, situations like this cannot keep happening.
We are almost to port.
Finally kind of hears like thunk thunk and just the hatch opens.
Susan's got like a bucket of water. She's like ready to toss out the top.
Fresh air is pouring in. Your sub is still on fire, for sure.
Oh yeah. Which is a feat for something that's underwater.
The Bernice can make it happen though.
she could do anything.
It's covered in like a slate goo, and the goo is sort of what's on fire, kind of like Greek fire.
Mm-hmm.
You just hear everything all right over there? Are you needing
Yes.
assistance?
Do you happen to have any blankets? We need to smother this. It's like a grease fire. It's just like out on top of the submarine, whacking at it with the blanket.
Yeah, you see a sort of squat, like 50-ish-year-old man, Cap, just sort of sailcloth will do?
Absolutely. Anything that we can use to just tamp out these flames that isn't water, because that really just seems to be feeding them.
That's not at all. He gives a whistle, and a couple other people come by, and he hands up like a large bit of sailcloth, weathered and stained, already full of holes.
Which is, I think we've got
give me
Diaz out here as well.
All right, Diaz.
And Cruz. I think
all right.
they're all kind of, I think everyone but Grace and Ben are still down there, but
Okay.
everyone else I think I've got out here trying to
Grace.
actively put out
All right,
the
here's your
Bernice.
crew.
Thank you.
Here is Emil, and here is Avery.
Ooh,
Here is Susanna,
thanks.
and here's Lachlan.
Cheeky.
Yeah, Marcus says, Captain, all right, should we just hit this? Is that all we're doing? Hitting and praying.
We need to smother it. We need to
Smother it.
like a grease fire.
If you got any baking soda, we'll take that too.
Oh, yes, we've already used all of the stuff in the kitchen.
Where would I have baking soda aboard a diesel sub?
You make
No
cookies.
harm in
I don't know.
asking.
I'm not the cook. That's why we
Turns
brought
out
you
the
on.
guy with the sails. Any baking soda would also be very helpful.
Sure. He gives a whistle, and someone runs off to the crow's nest, which is a sort of like pub-looking. It's got a.
I wanted it to be the pub.
Yeah, no, of course it's the pub. Yeah, it's got a weathered-looking sign. It really looks like this pub was established 100 years ago, and then everyone forgot it existed. Runs in, and a couple of people run out.
I think we've fully got her. Like we've got her like kind of like right up to the dock so that we can get everyone out, shut the hatch, and then be like. And then, like, rotate them ready so we can get the parts that are underwater and thus still on fire. So, like, it's a whole system we've got to develop because any part that's touching water is going to remain on fire.
Give me a mechanical handling check. Just for whatever that
you
is.
made that a problem yourself.
In my head, it seemed like obviously that was going to be a problem, and now I'm like, I guess that wasn't obvious to everyone else, and I should have kept my mouth shut.
The goo's everywhere. The goo's gonna be on fire.
Nope. All right. Yeah, Bernice is still on fire.
Fuck!
It's okay. It's hardy steel.
Yeah.
Like, it's probably fine. If you have any instruments on the outside, though,
We-
they're toast.
We're going to have to get down there in scuba gear and really scrape it off.
You send someone else who's a little more mechanical.
I wasn't asking you to do it specifically. All right.
A couple people come out, and you see, it just looks like a couple of townsfolk, a couple who are just standing around watching, but one who comes out with like a truly enormous tub of baking soda. He's just like, yeah, so I got this.
I like you. Come over here. We're gonna dump this on the fiery bits and just hope for the best, okay? It's a grease fire. You ever seen a grease fire?
Yeah.
Great. Take a handful and just kind of chuck it, okay?
To absolutely fuck up the pH of this water.
You see a fish just sort of like float to the surface, belly side up. Yeah, this is Samuel Moore. He's just a big dude all around with a big bucket of baking soda, and he just starts just like my mom's ashes. Is there a method to this madness?
Just kind of sprinkle it over, like you're feeding the birds.
All right, dust to dust, ashes to ashes.
A little
Loved your
faster,
mom.
if you please.
We loved your mom. We loved your mom. We loved your mom. We loved your mom.
There you go. Suzanne takes a couple handfuls and starts also.
Okay, this is more effective than just hitting it, and or attempting to rotate the Bernice. The diesel submarine weighing many tons, hundreds of tons, in fact.
Now see, if we were still on Todd's good side, he could have helped us with that.
How could Todd have helped us with that?
Who's
The
Todd?
24 limbs, possibly? Yeah, what?
He put the goo on here.
Who's Todd? Sorry, is this not my business?
Yes.
All right. Marcus and Sophia come up to you and say, "Up, Captain. We're fire's out. What are we doing next?"
Well, she's certainly not going to be seaworthy for a while yet. You, sir, it is your business again now. Anywhere on this island that could potentially help us get some repairs done?
To a submarine.
Yes.
Your standard audit shop should work.
Mhm.
We've done it before.
Sort of looks around. You see a very ramshackle collection of fishing huts, a lot of boats. If this place has a car, it rusted years ago. So, yeah. You probably could go ask at the Crow's Nest. If there's anything happening, it'll be there, but, yeah, not much in the way of auto body mechanics on our
Listen, we'll take what we
island.
can get.
You got a telephone.
Yeah. Just the one, though.
Didn't love the hesitation there. But just the one will do. I can put in a call to a guy I know. He'll make his way out here. Where are we?
Sea Crow Island, just off the coast of Massachusetts.
Yes, good. All right.
Give me a knowledge roll.
Nope.
Yeah, you have no idea where the fuck that is. Like, you're familiar with this coast.
Yes.
Very familiar. So, like, you know approximately where along the coast you are,
Mhm.
but this specific island
Yeah.
town you've never heard of.
Mhm.
Never pinged.
Can I make a roll as well?
Sure.
And how long has it been? If I had seen the smoke, I
Yeah, I was
was gonna
about to
start
say,
walking. Yeah.
so what are you two up to? What are you up to?
I would have seen the smoke and immediately just, and just gone over. He's gonna go grab a bunch of towels and he heard the thing too. I don't know. He just has iodine pills just in case, and so he's gonna come down with all this stuff and just start hobbling over. He's just really grumpy about this. This is not how his morning was supposed to go. So however long it takes for him to walk over.
It's gonna take a good while. I mean, at least half an hour, 45-minute walk. I mean, this is a full bay, and red light is right at the tip.
Mhm.
So the idea is that ships, be able to skirt this pretty easily. But then we'll know where the end of the rock spar is here, and we'll be able to come into the port without hitting anything, and then also know where the rest of this rock is. So you're not really located in town. But yeah, 45-minute walk, absolutely. What is Emil doing?
So I think at first When he first sees the fire, I mean, it's been a really long time since he's seen anything out there. And so he, like, pauses in his actions of spearing fish to take a gander at it. And then as it kind of comes into port, he starts running through the water towards the docks. I think slips a couple times and like grabs onto the, so by the time he gets there, just like all wet, dirt everywhere, wipes it on his pants, and then kind of stands out of the way, just watching all of it.
Incredible. Yes, you see everything that's been happening. Sam turns to you and says, yeah, telephone's in the crow's nest.
Amazing. Lead the way.
If you ask politely, it might work.
Fair enough. Lachlan starts making his way to the crow's nest.
Great. Who do you take with you?
Probably
Suzanne's coming in whether you
Marcus.
take us
Okay.
or not. No.
All right.
Yeah.
Give me your tokens.
Just Marcus. There he is. There's Marcus.
Let me work his job is.
Quartermaster.
Second in
Thank
command,
you.
sort of. Although, not exactly, but simplified roles for a skeleton crew.
Mm-hmm.
And wherever you are, we'll just throw you in here. Walking. Okay. You're on your way. Great. Yeah, so you all, do you go into the crow's nest or do you hang outside to see what's happening?
I sneakily follow them, and then I stand outside and look through a window.
Great. You walk in. It is a dingy, dark, just like a really classic fishing village pub. There is the detritus of a century's worth of marine life up on the walls, the netting, the baskets, the buoys, the pictures of everyone in this town going back generations past. You see pictures of, the town's founders, that sort of thing. And you see the barkeeper behind the bar, a very tall, thin man, very, very distractingly large mustache. See a woman slumped over in the bar, cigarette in hand, drinking, looks to be a can of Truly.
In 1995.
I realized when we started this game that I was like, I don't know what time we're in.
Technically 1995, but
Okay.
its real time is not
Okay.
a super strong construct in Sea Crow Island. Yeah, so see a woman slumped over at the bar, long hair, cigarette in hand, with a can of something. It says simply, truly. It's hard to tell. Her hands grasped firmly around it. Get the sense this is not her first one today. And there's a couple other patrons kind of in the shadows as you walk in.
Yeah, Lachlan enters. Look, I think were it not for the eye patch over one of his eyes, I think Lachlan would look completely innocuous, just like extreme sea captain vibes, kind of scruffy hair, roughly unshaven, little hat over a Hawaiian shirt, and he is going to approach the bar and ask for the phone.
The bartender says, let me check the schedule.
Very good. Thank you so much.
He just flips it and he says, okay, it's Tuesday, right?
Wrong person to ask, mate.
Okay. It should work. If it doesn't work, you can sort of...
Marcus, what day of the week is it?
It is... It's definitely not Wednesday, sir.
That's got to be at least a little bit helpful.
Alright, it's not Wednesday, and if it was Friday, well, you have a regular visit with Stacy on Friday, so it's probably not Friday. Is it alternate Sundays you have custody, or is it just every Sunday? Because we had the blobby thing last Sunday, but not this Sunday. So...
Yes, I do believe that's correct. That's correct.
Okay, so it is If it's not Thursday, it is Tuesday, or maybe Monday, but definitely one of the three.
Turns back to the bartender. Does it narrow it down?
The woman at the bar says, Tom, it's Tuesday. It's not that hard. Why do you not know it's Tuesday? I know why he doesn't know why it's Tuesday. What's your deal?
Look, I spend most great deal of my time under the water. Now, don't know if you're aware, given how long it seems you may have been in these demesnes, but telling the passage of time, and particularly the passage of days as they go, is particularly reliant on seeing when the sun goes up and down.
Never. Don't have a watch. Don't keep time. Kind of fisherman is this man? Is he just swanning around the oceans on sort of a transcontinental vibe?
Yeah, pretty much.
Shit.
You know, I don't really mind. Like, we show up in port every couple days. We figure out what day it is when we get there. We leave for a couple more days, a couple more weeks. It's no big deal. Make breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Not really sure what time of day they hit, but everyone eats them anyway.
Shit, that sounds like the life.
It really is, yeah. But it's gonna be back on solid ground for sure. What are you drinking there?
Well, sort of it's a can of sparkling beverage.
Ain't good?
No, it's absolutely terrible.
All right, I'll take one too.
Suzanne pulls up a spot and just like sits down next to her.
Suzanne Carpenter, pleasure to meet you.
Amy. Crow's Nest Amy.
Crow's Nest, you got a last name, Amy?
Nah, who needs one of those? I left it in Rockport.
Where's Rockport?
I just sleep there.
I like you, Amy. I feel like we're gonna get along quite well.
So the telephone.
Feels like we kind of got like an already inside joke thing happening here.
I'm just saying, one seafair woman to another.
No, I don't see fair. Solidly on land. I leave that to all my ex-husbands.
I respect that.
I
I
know.
respect that.
They got to see you can just get another one before the second one comes round. And
You see, I did the other way around. I left mine back on solid ground and then I went off to sea.
oh, maybe that's the way to do it.
It's pretty nice, I gotta say.
It's a lot easier to schedule.
Mm-hmm. Don't have to worry about a house, don't have to worry about picking up the kids. It's really nice.
Susanna, have you got kids?
Yeah, but
I know you've only been on this sub 6 months, but I felt like that would have come up.
they're like grown up, they're fine.
Yeah, it's
got
fine
two.
then. So it is a Tuesday. Is there any way I can get that telephone?
Oh, don't ask me. I just know it's Tuesday.
Back to the bartender. It's a Tuesday. Could I get the telephone?
Oh yeah, sorry. It's in the back. Just again, if it's Tuesday, you just gotta hit it 5 times really hard, and usually that'll work.
All right then. Thanks so much for your help.
And sparkly shit when you got a minute?
Oh yeah, it's got this new stuff that came in. I think it's gonna take off, but not for like another decade or so.
Awesome.
Maybe 2 decades.
Perfect.
Decade, 2.5 decades even.
It sounds right up my alley. I'm all for trying new things these days.
Slides a can of Truly at you.
Oh, looks pretty interesting. Takes a little swig. Oh, that's spicy. I like it.
The refreshing taste of licking the inside of a pool chair washes over you.
The little bit of raspberry.
Just a whisper.
Now sponsored by Truly.
Yeah, just a whisper. Somebody waved a raspberry over me at one point.
Incredible. Okay, so you go to the phone. You see all this happening. Let's see. This is taking a while.
It did take us a while to determine what day of the week it was.
You're still like 4 miles away.
Yeah, I think you
getting
probably
there.
are like, you can see the submarine happening. Can you give me a difficult, like a hard spot hidden check?
It's half.
Yeah.
Yes. 26.
Oh, incredible. You see, people, like townsfolk people. It's too far away to recognize them, but everyone from like the island has this sort of same washed out gray look in a way. And so you feel like these are townsfolk who are just kind of wandering around the sub. And you see there's a couple people outside who definitely are not from around the town. and all of a sudden, the townsfolk around the submarine attack them, drag them to the ground, and almost in an instant, tie them up and then drag them into the submarine. And with an enormous clank and another plume of smoke, the submarine sinks down into the water and starts to chug away out toward the lighthouse.
Emil's just looking through the window like this.
You hear this.
Oh,
You
okay.
hear the sound of the sub starting up again. But you didn't see anything else that was happening. There's like a lot of wind and stuff happening.
Yeah, I knock on the window.
Right.
You're over to the telephone. You hear the sound of the submarine starting up, and you hear the tap on the window.
Oh god. Yeah, I'll look back to what's happened at the window. It's like,
And there you see this like hollow-eyed, skinny, bony kid mouthing, "Your boat's leaving."
Jesus Christ, Mitch!
Lachlan, the second he heard the Bernice's like engines going, he was like, "No, my everything!" and like, just like Roadrunner cartoon, pew, poof of smoke zoomed out of the crow's nest towards the docks. It's just like screaming, "Benjamin, what's happening?"
Benjamin's gone.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Did any of them come into the pub with you?
Marcus came in
Marcus
with us.
came, yeah. Everyone else is gone.
He looks around. Are there like the townspeople still out and about?
They're gone.
What? Lachlan swan dives into the sea.
On the way
gonna burn
over,
your eyes.
Avery is clocked a bunch
There's
of
so
this.
much baking soda in that
Oh
water.
god.
All right.
Suzanne just walks outside, taking her Truly with her, and just says, "I told you not to leave the keys in the ignition. This is what happens when you leave the keys in the ignition."
Lachlan is underwater.
She doesn't care. She's just shouting into the water.
Yeah, you see your submarine, the bubbles, as it just is steaming off through the bay. Are you attempting to summon anything or do anything? You don't, like, you...
I think it's sheer panic right now. I think that is his livelihood running away without him. That's his literally entire life.
It's gone. Yeah, it's not going out, like, out of the bay proper. It looks like it's kind of skirting the coast, and it's heading out toward the light, or somewhere around here. But, like, it easily could get out of the bay and then disappear, so you don't know where it is.
Breaks back to the surface.
Any luck down there?
Something's gone terribly wrong.
Well, clearly.
I think it's headed towards the lighthouse.
Oh, is that your vessel?
Oh, you showed up?
Yeah, I'm hoping I got there by then. If I can feel the
You
thing.
do like it's like one of those Wes
Yeah.
Anderson wide shots. You're still pretty far away. Just like,
Is that yours?
yes. Did you happen to see what happened to it?
Yeah, I saw it. He's hobbling over. If he gets close, he's gonna throw a towel at you.
Scrambles out, grabs a towel, starts doing the like
Shimmy shake.
shimmy shake. Much
Did you have
appreciated.
some more people that stayed behind with the vessel?
Yes, about four of them. Tall, skinny fellow. Goes by the name of Benjamin. Terrible with faces.
Is that one of the people I saw get hit?
Yeah, tall, skinny. Yeah, you.
Your people got beat up and they dragged him back in. They seem to have left with your vessel.
Fucking
by who?
townies jumped them. Oh my god.
They're not coming back.
Said we were off. What? Who? I'm sorry. What? Who are you? All right.
Yeah, sweetheart, that's not an answer. We need your name, sweetie.
Anil, nice to meet you.
Yes, very, very nice to meet you as well, Emil. See, my crew's not coming back. How would you know that? What's?
Because it's daytime.
Not really seeing how point A connects to point B.
Elaborate, child.
I'm almost fully grown.
How old is this?
12.
Oh, sweetheart, I know you think that, but that ain't true at all.
Well, You don't leave during the day.
And what happens if you do?
Well, you don't come back.
Well,
they're heading back to my lighthouse. I just walked all the way over. Come on.
Alright,
He's gonna start huffing it.
you, small child who seems to know things, you're coming with us.
Marcus comes up to you. So, coming with you, sir? Or...
Yes, no, best you come with us. I'm not leaving any more crew members out of my sight.
All right.
Yeah, buddy system. Pick a buddy. Stick with them. No one's getting lost, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You guys are all heading out to
There's
the lake.
an odd number of us.
I don't need a buddy.
Okay.
I believe that. Yeah, you come with me.
Okay.
Incredible.
I am following the man who seems to have a plan, which is this grumpy lighthouse keeper. But Lachlan's gonna kind of jog up next to him. You're like, all right, now the child clearly knows things, but is extremely difficult to get information out of. What's going on with my sub and my crew and all of these Massachusetts townies who seem to have, words escape me. They've attacked my crew.
This whole town is a damn mess. This whole island. I don't know. I mostly keep to myself at the lighthouse. The kid knows people in town, though. I don't know. I've been here for 6 months. I hate this place. It's a stupid
I've been here
lighthouse.
for 12 years.
That's how old you are.
And I've been here for that long.
Come on.
Were you born here? Where are your parents?
My mom's at home.
Where's home?
Just points behind him across the island. No specific place, just a generalization.
Okay, does your mom know you're out here with potentially dangerous people who have stolen our submarine and our crew, apparently?
She knows that I was fishing and that I was in town.
Okay.
Come on, kiddo. Keep close.
I know all of them.
All of the townies.
Yeah, there's less than 100 people who live here.
Well, that is convenient. Could you potentially give me the names of each individual that you saw attack my crew?
Oh, I didn't see that happen.
Oh.
I just saw the boat leave.
Do you remember any of the people you walked by when you were out there?
No.
You would remember the people that you saw, but you do not have to divulge that information.
Okay, well, then sure.
Lachlan starts taking down names, fully intending.
But they're not bad.
They did attack my crew and then send my sub away somehow. I can only assume they've commandeered it and are holding my crew hostage.
That's what it'll look like.
Yeah, you saw, if you tell them, you saw Father Anderson and a Samuel Moore, as well as a Paula Anderson kind of gathered around there.
They're not my favorite people.
Do they make a habit of stealing other people's ships, or why aren't they your favorites?
Father Anderson brought a doctor one time, and the doctor was stupid, so...
Okay, so we got Father Anderson.
Number 1 on the hit list.
I
Who
forgot
else was
both. Samuel Moore.
Samuel Moore.
And
And
Paula
Anderson.
Paula?
Samuel Moore.
Is Paula... That would be weird. What's the relation?
They're married.
Oh, okay.
It should have been Reverend Anderson.
Gotcha.
But it wasn't.
Retconning Episcopalian.
There's got to be a religious tradition that
There's a
has
few, yeah.
fathers who can get married, right?
There are, yeah.
Great, okay, that's fine then.
It's just
that
not
one.
Catholicism.
Yeah.
Anyone but...
Like,
Yeah,
I
I
don't-
think so. I think
I
maybe.
think,
yeah.
I have enough religion to survive Kentucky. That's about it.
This entire town has always been a mess. Every time
You've
I go
been here
into
for
town.
6 months.
And everyone has been rude the entire time. Why do you think I never leave the lighthouse?
I thought you were just mad.
Yes, I'm mad.
Why are you here?
Because I work at the lighthouse.
How did you get that job?
I got stationed here. I was working at a perfectly nice lighthouse. I was minding my business. I work hard, and I try to be kind, and I got put on this stupid island.
Well, no offense, sweetie. I can be a little bit brash, but you take it to a whole nother level.
He takes his towel back.
I wasn't in the water. I'm fine.
Susanna, maybe let's not antagonize any other. Look, I know it's sort of
I'm
a bit
not
of your
antagonizing
thing.
anybody. I'm just stating facts here. I'm just giving you a reason why people may not be the nicest to you.
You'll have to excuse my cook. She's from Long Island.
I understand. Look, I understand.
This is
I
a
understand.
round island.
I can't look you in the
I think you say that. You say this is a round island, and Lachlan just stops, looks down at you, and goes, "That it is."
I don't want to be too technical, kid, but it's a little more of a crescent.
Are crescents round? Do they have points?
Yes, to both actually.
Good
I'll make you some
knowledge to
crescent
have.
rolls when we get back.
Oh, you make crescent rolls.
I
You
have
use
the
main theory?
and I have the puff thing. You
The
just
little pills,
pop it
but-
open. Yeah.
Yeah, you whack it on the table and you make little crescent rolls.
Yes.
Oh, I love those. I put little Vienna sausages in the middle of them. I love
Pigs
them.
in a blanket.
Pigs in a blanket.
Absolute delicacy.
So you guys are
Yeah,
walking.
we're heading to the lighthouse because
They were heading that way.
my entire crew and stuff have been stolen.
You can give anyone who wants to give me a spot hidden.
Would love to.
Can we all?
Okay, what's my spot?
Nope.
Nope.
Regular pass.
I forgot how bad these dice roll. It's fine.
That is a pass.
Pass. All right. So you can see the plume of smoke that the Bernice is still giving off
Mm-hmm.
sort of goes at least to the lighthouse
Mhm.
and then sort of disappears.
No.
And it's hard to tell exactly what direction. Maybe when you get there, you'll be able to tell, but from the distance, it's going. It's going somewhere.
Lachlan's trying so he's trying so hard not to cry that he just looks constipated. Like just every like few minutes or so you just hear him go.
Captain, did you want to stop back at the crow's nest before we walk? Take a break?
Actually, it just pulls out a flask and doesn't say anything. You keep it.
Thank you, sir.
It's all right, Captain. We're gonna get her back. It's not the first time, but it was very bad the last time. So
It was really quite bad, Marcus.
it's fine.
We had to get a whole new crew pretty much afterwards.
They lived, and that's the
They
important
were
thing.
never the same, though.
But they lived, and that's the important thing.
Meta, were they the same?
Puts a hand on Marcus's shoulders. You keep me grounded, Marcus. Glug. And then keeps walking.
Hey, Marcus, you got any sort of like location, like a homing device, anything for the sub? Anything
No.
of the sort?
Yeah, so the last time we tried to put any tracking equipment in it, it started attracting sort of small sentient jellyfish. Different than jellyfish. The sentience was really quite...
Sure.
Just weren't sure whether they were regular jellyfish pretending to be
They're all
real.
extremely rude, too.
I believe that.
What level
Well, okay,
of sentience
sir,
are we
sir,
talking?
you taught them Morse code. That's your fault.
They had so many opinions on The Godfather.
Again, you didn't have to show
Godfather
them the
1 or
Godfather.
Godfather 2?
I believe it was part 2. I did show them both, but they just would not shut up about The Godfather. And like
Well, it's a perfect movie.
they did not think so.
Oh, fuck them jellyfish.
It's extremely
It was-
rude.
They would get into the viewfinder and then use their bioluminescence to sort of blink back and forth, sort of critiques about what we should watch for the next movie night.
In
And then-
Morse code?
eventually it devolved into just sort of godfather hate.
I became their whole personality. You know when hating on something becomes someone's whole personality and you're just like, oh god, can't stand to be around them anymore.
Why
Give
didn't
me
They
a
were
listen
genuinely
check.
fun before I showed them the
Should
Godfather.
have just decided not to translate the Morse code.
Can you also give me a listen check?
No, keep rolling 70s.
No.
It's like the second, 75 you've
Yeah,
rolled?
I rolled 2 75s and a 73.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Okay, give me. No, that was 5. So, as Marcus turns to you and says, "Well, Captain, I agree their opinions got out of control, but I really think the flamethrower was sort of a last-ditch solution. So, no, we don't have any tracking." And as he says that, something comes out of the rock cave, knocks you over, and tries to knock you into the ocean.
Can I make any rolls?
No.
Am I nearby?
Actually, you two roll me listen, but a hard listen.
Okay.
Did you fail it?
91.
Great. So,
No.
you were completely absorbed in this argument. As Marcus says flamethrower, something, and you've never seen this before, comes out of a cave and sort of knocks you over and tries to knock you into the ocean. And it doesn't knock you into the sea, but it knocks you like to the ground, and you're lying, like kind of clinging to the rocks a little. And there's a giant splash, and something dives into the ocean past Lachlan. Give me all a spot hidden.
Make a regular one.
Regular one.
Regular.
Nothing.
I got a 99.
God.
Oh, what is your spot hidden?
50.
Okay, so you did put points into it. You're just rolling.
Yeah,
badly.
I'm just
Okay.
rolling terribly.
What'd you get?
Regular.
Regular. So you saw it. You didn't see it.
I saw it.
You saw it. Okay. Roll me.
I think this was one of those situations where not seeing it was probably a good thing.
If you don't have points in something, can you just not roll it?
I don't think
No. So that the percentile next to something
Yeah.
is what the base is.
Gotcha.
So like there's 10,
Understood.
you technically could still roll. You can also spend your luck points to bring a roll up, yeah,
Gotcha. Okay.
in order to pass it. I need sanity checks from you and you.
Great.
And I need a luck roll from you, yeah.
Ooh, big pass.
We make that 18.
18
And 21.
and 21. Okay. Give me you both made the sanity roll?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, give me an intelligence roll then. You want to fail this.
Right.
Oh, no.
I remember this.
Actually quite smart.
Intelligence, you said?
Which is a
Yeah.
problem.
Oh, I'm too smart. I
I rolled a 75 and made it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Incredible. Okay, give me...
Would it be possible for me to like mooch a little bit off of Lachlan's sanity? Just because.
No. Roll a...
It's fine, I'm just making the sushi, whatever.
If Lachlan was not prone on the rocks and could actively do anything, possibly.
Okay.
Everyone roll, who pass their intelligence, roll a d4 and take that many sanity point damage.
Okay.
Okay, so you passed your luck roll.
Big
That's
pass.
just a 1.
4.
Keep track of how much you've
And
lost.
that's in the insane column, right?
You just take away your sanity, yeah.
Okay.
And then you want to make sure you don't lose more than 10 points of sanity this entire game. Otherwise, they'll trigger like a mad state. And if you lose more than 5 points at any moment, then you have a temporary madness. Okay, so you did see this. It's something you've never seen exactly this before, but it looks like things you've seen in the past where something human falls afoul of something eldritch. It's not one, it's not the other. It is both at the same time, and it's fucked up. It looks, you get bits of seal in there, bits of hand, bits of eyes merging into each other. It's not good. You also see this. You don't know what it is, but it looks like someone put a seal and a human in a blender and then baked the results on hot rocks. And you can't tell if the look in its eyes is knowledge beyond your ken or madness, but whatever it is, it does not wish good things for you. So that knocks you over, vanishes into the water. You can't quite see where it came from. It looks like there's sort of like rock crevices. If you investigated a bit, you probably could find out where it was a little bit more. Guys are closer to the lighthouse. Can you give me a spot hidden?
Very much saw that. Like, critically saw that.
Something is moving inside your lighthouse.
It's happening
People
again.
inside of it.
He's gonna start hustling over.
Lachlan is just like scrambling back up the rocks. Marcus, we've got smoothies!
Smoothies, sir. Is that good smoothies? Ooh. Okay, is it... Can we unwoo them or...
Oh, who's to say this time?
Okay.
What the ever-living Christ is that?
We've been generally calling a smoothie. It's like when you take normal things and then the not so normal things that you seem to so love cooking up, and we don't need to get into that again.
Choice. Anyway,
yes. Anyway,
This is not a culinary suggestion. We do not want
yes,
no smoothies.
No smoothies. This is a terrible, terrible thing.
Okay, I'll make a note of
Put
it.
them in a blender and you go.
Not a
and
cooking.
then you get these.
What?
Oh, well, that's absolutely horrifying. I thought it was just some East River monster or some shit. Oh my god.
Could I do some sort of like an intelligence check to see if he's recognized the footprints?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Just barely, but yeah. Okay. So, that's just a regular pass.
You can't be absolutely sure, but this is the weirdest shit you've ever seen. And those tracks that you've seen on the rocks the past couple of months were the weirdest tracks you've ever seen. So, 1 + 1, probably 2.
You brought this? You made it's not been
I
this
was
bad.
in that.
It has not been this bad.
I was in that.
I have seen these tracks on the rocks for months.
Well, then we definitely didn't bring them.
But they weren't attacking until you got here.
Give me a psychology roll. Or do you have like a what kind of, do you have psychology?
No.
I'm 12. I got natural world.
Yeah, sure. Give me
Okay.
that.
That's cute.
Nope. Great, okay.
It's a lovely 96.
Wow, these two are weird.
Yeah, I think I say, I've learned the best thing to do. Just let it go.
Sweetie, I'm gonna kneel down, like, to get to your level. I feel like you've seen a lot of weird shit in your lifetime.
On this island, when things happen, they just happen.
Okay.
If you look into it, you'll die.
Well,
What godforsaken island have they fucking stationed me at? He's what?
We've all got the same question. Do you know what that is? Do you have any
I
idea?
didn't see anything.
You didn't see anything, and you didn't see anyone attack
You're very
our
good at
crew.
not seeing things, aren't you? It's a valuable skill and it will serve you well in life. Now.
That's true. That's true. But right now, it's not super useful. I need you to know that.
Well,
Let me go back.
proved incredibly useful to them.
Can I pull the kiddo? Emil, look, come over here. I want to see if I could find one of those leftover footprints from something. If there's any left around the rock. Okay. Do you recognize this?
Do I have to make another roll, or was that my roll for it?
No, no, this was for a separate thing. Yeah, give me a natural roll.
Okay.
Hey!
Finally.
Big pass.
Yeah, big pass.
Yeah, I mean, these tracks have shown up across the rocks your whole childhood. And your parents always told you it was just the seals that live in the waters around here.
Those are the seals.
That didn't really look like a seal to me, sweetie.
That's a seal. I know what that track is, and that's a seal.
You've seen the seals?
I've seen his tracks.
I thought someone was messing with me, bothering the newcomer.
You've seen seal tracks before.
Yeah.
Like, these are definitely not seal tracks.
Definitely not seals. All right, kiddo. So now I understand you've gotten very good at not seeing things, and that is great. And I don't want to take that away from you because it does seem to have been protecting you. But there are normal things in the world, and then there are insane things in the world, and those are both fine. Normal things react to the way normal things do, and insane things react to the way insane things do. But when you smash them together, these are really bad things tend to happen.
Okay, but these are the seals.
This whole time he's been still hustling over to try to get someone has broken into his home.
I think Lachlan's also gonna shuffle after because that lighthouse is the best shot he's got at getting eyes on his sub.
Yeah, you absolutely. If you get to the top of this, you would be able to see it, at least if the submarine has left the island or wherever it is. Okay, and the rest of you.
Susanna's sticking close to this child, not taking her eyes off of him.
I think I'm hanging back a little bit, and I'm just like, well, if I'm not helpful, I can go.
No, I'd really rather you stay with us so I know where you are.
The seals never got me.
Let's keep it that way. Kind of grabs the shirt a little bit. Let's go.
You're in this up to your neck now, kid.
The seals got you immediately.
Is that a threat?
I don't think that was. I think this kid just owned me. I think this kid just dunked on me. I think Lachlan knows it. And he just keeps walking.
Great. You walk to the edge of the lighthouse. You can see shapes flickering through the lighthouse. I mean, this is like weathered glass, so it's a little hard to tell. Anyone who wants to give me a spot hidden check as we approach the lighthouse?
I'm just gonna keep trying until I get it.
83.
Ooh, the medium success.
Medium success.
That is a 3.
Wow.
Very nice.
Okay, great. You see that.
That's what's up in the lighthouse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like one of the shapes passing by the windows. Just a moment as they come very close to the glass.
Lachlan throws a pretty severe side eye over at Emil. How long did you say you've been on this island, kid?
I was born here.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And your mum's in that direction, you said.
In our house.
Mm-hmm. And what about the old man?
He doesn't live here anymore.
Where's your dad, hon?
He went away.
I'm getting a strong instinct to guess that he left during the day.
Twice.
Twice. So he did come back at one point.
Yeah.
What was it like?
I don't like it.
It was different, wasn't it?
Everybody said I was being weird.
Why'd they say you were being weird?
Because I said he wasn't him. And he was, and everyone else said he wasn't.
People who don't trust the instincts of children will never make sense to me.
I don't want to alarm anyone, but does anyone have any weapons? If he has a walking stick outside and he's gonna go stand in front of the door.
Are you trying to
gun's
tell me
back
my
in the
dad
sun.
is a seal?
We're saying it's not impossible.
Well,
Braced
I am
by the
actually
door.
explicitly saying that, yes, your father is a seal.
That's kind of cool.
Isn't it? The world is incredible. Absolutely insane. Now I know at some point I would have written down what kind of weapon Lachlan has in his person. I don't remember what that is, so I'm gonna make one up right now. Probably like. Honestly, look, it's the 90s. He's got a gun.
Sure. What kind of gun?
Just like a handgun.
Yeah. Is it like an old-fashioned gun or just like a 90s?
I do think it is a little old-fashioned. Like it's. He could put it up in the office and pretend it was like it was like, oh no, that's just for decoration.
It's a war relic.
Yeah, this is like a war relic.
Just like the Bernice.
Just like the Bernice.
It came with the ship.
It did. It came with the ship.
Incredible. Okay, so you all array yourself outside of this door. You hear clanking, grinding, like someone's moving heavy furniture. And it stops. And there's nothing.
Dad?
No. Oh, God.
Anything?
No.
All right. Oh no! Twist that knife. Lachlan is going to approach the door. Do a quick little peeky through the keyhole. Anything?
No.
All right.
Silas Grave.
Gonna get the door ready.
Yep. Very good. Very good.
I've got my walking stick.
You ready? Okay.
Open it.
Completely empty.
All right.
Silent as the grave. Nothing there. You see, looks like honestly nothing's really out of place. Some things have been maybe rummaged through, but it's not like they've trashed the place.
What in the Sam hell?
What do you have in here that a seal would want?
I don't know. I moved in here 6 months ago. The whole place had been completely cleaned, and I've been minding my own business, and every time I leave, someone breaks into the place. Every time!
And things are the same as when you left them.
Every time I come in here and everything's the same. It looks like everything's the same. And I come in here and I think someone's messing with me. I think someone's they leave footprints on the rocks and I think someone's messing with me.
No offense, but have you tried changing your locks?
Oh, have I tried changing my locks?
I'm just saying there could be another key you don't know
Because they
about.
just make locks for lighthouses all the time. I could just go to the Home Depot I have in the middle of this island. Oh, he's gonna climb up the stairs.
You're telling me there's not a locksmith in this town? What kind of fucking island is this?
I don't think there is.
Susie,
My
they
house
only
doesn't
have one
have a door.
telephone for the whole island.
I
And
would
it's,
guess
and it's
there's
only
somebody who
usable
knows how
on
to-
Tuesdays.
It's usable other days. Tuesday's just the day you have to slap it.
Oh, fair enough.
But
Thanks.
my house doesn't have a lock.
Your house doesn't have a lock.
No.
Do you think it should?
No, I don't think many of the houses have locks.
But there are seals and kidnappers running
Apparently
around?
only in the lighthouse.
I think apparently they're everywhere.
Inquiry, sir. Do you have any sort of information on who was keeping this lighthouse before yourself?
No, someone mysteriously died, and I ended up inheriting this
I know who-
stupid...
Yeah,
Did they
turn to
die
the child.
If they didn't die, then they retired? I don't know. I came here, I stationed here, I show up, I do my job.
Intelligent child.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything about who was keeping this lighthouse before our friend here? Yes, what happened to them?
So this was actually your great uncle.
Okay.
He just one day was lost at sea
Gotcha.
after behaving extremely erratically over the course of like a year and a half.
That was helpful information.
Yeah.
Thank you. There was a guy, and he is my dad's brother.
Your uncle.
Your great uncle.
He's my dad's father's brother. And then he he left one day and didn't come back.
Well, it would seem actually he has been coming back and he's been finding someone squatting.
Yeah.
Which
I
would
don't
be
think
yourself.
you should have moved in.
I didn't have a choice.
Who made you move in?
The Lighthouse Guild.
That's a real thing.
I don't think my
Something unionized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Good for
Good
them.
for them.
I think he just wants his job back.
He can
Out
have
of
it.
the mouths. You're a natural. You're an absolute natural, kid. Every thought I'm having, you're having it like 10 seconds before. Lachlan's gonna start up the stairs. What was the name of your uncle, kid?
Michael Moore.
Mr. Moore? You up there? You just start climbing the stairs.
Sorry.
And Samuel got on the submarine.
Who's Samuel?
My cousin.
Guessing.
Yep. Samuel is Michael Moore's actual son.
So my dad's,
So you're
my uncle, yeah.
Yeah.
My uncle.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no. It's your second. It's your first. It's a cousin. It's a cousin.
Okay.
It's like a
Once
cousin.
removed.
Yeah, it's a cousin.
Yeah.
It's a cousin
Yeah.
your dad's age. So
Okay.
like once removed, I think is that what it is?
Your dad's cousin.
Yeah, your dad's cousin.
Ew, yeah,
I've said all of that. Everybody's speech I just said out loud. My cousin, my dad, my uncle, yeah.
Lachlan is going up the stairs and just calling
I
out the
didn't know he
names of
was
Emil's
weird.
relatives.
All right, so yeah, you walk so the first floor is sort of a like kitchen cooking area. You know, there's a stove, a fireplace, bookshelves, more of like a sitting living room area, as well as like any visitors can be entertained there. And then the second floor is more living quarters. As you get here, this has been pretty much absolutely trashed. It looks like you almost never leave the lighthouse. So most of the break-ins have been like in the lower level, digging around in places like where you have not been. And so this is like one of the first chances whoever's breaking in has had to like get into your personal area where you have not been guarding it. So this has been ransacked. Like someone has like taken the few moments that they've had to absolutely go through everything as quickly as possible.
Oh, my linens. They're all messed up. He really cares about thread count. Just grab all his stuff. Do I have any place where it seems like they've taken anything?
Anyone who wants to can be a spot hidden as they're walking up the stairs.
Sure. Yes.
That's a regular pass.
That's
Is
a
it 0?
0.
That is an
Zero?
extreme pass.
Yeah, doubles. What did you get?
So that's 7?
Yes, that's a 7.
Great. Pass. Extreme pass.
Okay, so who extreme pass?
Extreme pass.
Yeah.
All extreme passes?
Yeah, I just got a regular pass.
Okay, great. Beautiful. Okay, as you're walking up, are you all following Lachlan? You're just heading straight.
Yeah,
to the top.
I think the reason is because Lachlan's still just going upstairs calling out names. Like,
So Lachlan's heading up.
I'm in my living quarters.
Your living quarters. You guys are in the bottom area.
Yeah.
And you notice the fireplace, it hasn't been lit in a while, but there's ash and soot that actually has been tracked around. It looks like someone has tried to sweep it, but it's sort of like dust that falls naturally. Looks like it hasn't been disturbed, but even if you try to sweep dust, the sweeping marks that you have been there, even if it sort of conceals the exact number and perhaps like foot impressions of who's been there. So someone has messed around in the fireplace and tried to clean stuff up. And as you guys are looking in it, you see there's a piece of paper that's wedged in the stone, and it's weird because like it's not like been weathered or worn. It looks like it kind of has been tucked away and then recently disturbed by whatever their activity was. And so you guys pull out these 2 sheets of paper.
Oh my god.
Well, this is interesting.
It looks like pages from a diary that someone has tried to burn, and like these were the 2 pages that sort of got wedged under the stone and not quite fully destroyed. So you guys are looking at that. You're running up to the top of the lighthouse.
I want to say that Marcus has come with me.
Oh yes, of course Marcus is with you. You see, was there anything here that you there's a lot of stuff that was kind of left over from the old lighthouse keeper.
I
But like
imagine
in
there's
personal
very little- yeah.
things, you know, like not like the furniture was left, but there's no effects in it.
Yeah, like a foot locker
Mm-hmm.
and the bed frame. That's very simple. Like I imagine it's a bunch of really simple things, and he doesn't
Mm-hmm.
have a lot of items.
There was one piece of art that was left there, and it was sort of a little. Sorry.
Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah. Really like testing how well I
Yeah.
remember how to read cursive.
sorry. I could just stop writing it in cursive, but I won't. But everyone gets a cheat sheet. Sitting there, you're thinking, most of the stuff you brought in that was like nice and artistic, but there was this one painting of sort of the view of the bay, and it wasn't hung up when you moved in. It had sort of been wrapped up and then like stuck in a corner somewhere. And so you just popped it up without really thinking about it. But as you're looking at it now, you wonder why this person who didn't seem to leave much effects behind would leave this painting here. And it has fallen to the ground, and you realize that the backing of it is actually coming loose. The painting is actually just a cover, that is a canvas cover that's been kind of tacked over this. And as you peel it away, a thin, it's not quite paper, but it's like kind of map paper, peels away from the backing of the canvas, and it is a piece of incomprehensible scribbling. You can read just barely, and it says, "Only the light will reveal," and then just eyes, just round circles. Maybe they're eyes, maybe they're circles. You're not quite sure what it is. Just scribbled madly over this thing.
Is it blood?
You're not quite sure. Give me a natural worlds.
Oh God.
Or an intelligence.
I would rather do intelligence.
Sure.
No.
Could be blood. It's definitely bad. It's definitely bad and weird.
Oh no.
So, Lachlan
Mm-hmm.
and Marcus walking to the top of the light.
Yes, I did get a regular pass.
You did get a regular pass. As you get close to the top of this lighthouse, you realize something is wrong. Because the light is on. And it's the middle of the day.
Hold steady, Marcus, and make sure not to look anything directly in the eye.
Right.
I'm gonna start
Right, standard
kind of
protocol, sir. Okay. Yep. Look to the side, look to the
cautiously-
left, up, down, not in the eyes.
Look out of only your peripheral vision. And just kind of like cautiously creep up to the top.
You get to the top of the lighthouse, you can see everything. A true bird's eye view of Sea Crow Island. The light is a piercing red, and you've seen a lot of lighthouses. This is unlike anything you've seen. You see the faint plume of smoke of the Bernice as it comes around the corner, hooks here, and it seems like it's hugging the coast. But as it gets farther away, either the Bernice has sunk, or it's gone deeper, or it's gone somewhere else. You can no longer trace the smoke after it gets to about here.
Well, that's not exactly hope-inspiring.
Just think about it this way. If it's sunk,
We can fish her out.
Todd can be appeased. We can ask him for help.
But how are we going to get to Todd if the Bernice is sunk?
We've done more with less, but if he eats the cook, is that do you understand what I'm saying?
I think I am picking up what you're putting down, Marcus.
I don't, it's bad outcome.
Of course, it's not the ideal outcome,
But
obviously.
the ship or the cook.
Yes, we'll keep that one on the back burner,
Great,
as
give me a
it
listen.
as it were.
Give me a hard listen.
Yeah. That feels appropriate. Nope.
I am at the top of the lighthouse, and
would
you are
be-
at the bottom.
The acoustics are pretty good, but it would be unlikely.
An echo.
Just keep that one in the back pocket for now, Marcus.
So you're welcome to do a investigation roll of the
yes.
lighthouse if you want.
Is that 9 to 7?
Yep.
You're distraught. This is just everything is bad. The
Everything's
vibe's terrible.
Lachlan's he's unmoving, just like, but then tears are still just.
Mark is like, sir, can I look? Is it, that's, affirmative? Okay, I'm gonna go with no. Definitely don't look. Oh god, what, if you're crying, what is it? Oh god, oh god, oh god!
Calm down, Marcus. I'm just distraught. Ugh. My father's gonna come back to life and slap me.
Actually, sir?
Ugh, possibly.
So as that's happening, what are you guys investigating and feeling in this moment?
I'm explaining how this is my family tree.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's me, and that's my dad, and that's my mom, and that's Sammy. And
Yeah,
that's
the kidnapper,
Michael.
the lighthouse keeper.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who else here lives on the islands?
So there are a bunch of other people who live on this island.
Yeah,
Not that
yeah.
many, but probably like 50 to 60 other people who aren't related to these people.
But all these people live on the island?
Yes. And you would recognize all of those names in red are people who have disappeared.
Yeah.
Or died, or just, they're dead. A lot of them are old.
All of them?
All of them. Okay.
Yeah, see, we all are a family, and we don't really go anywhere. We say.
Sure. That seems to be working out really well for you. Okay. I don't love how it looks like you're in this little center branch here, yeah?
I see it.
Yes. And your grandfather, your father, have all gone missing. And every other branch looks like there's another generation who also goes missing.
But if you see this guy didn't go missing.
Sure. But you see, there's nowhere for this to go but down. That's you.
Well, I think that's good then that I don't have any wish to leave the island.
Did all these people try to leave?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what you're saying is, like, there are other dead people, like,
Yeah.
the older generation has died,
Those are the people
But-
that disappeared.
but the red ones are people who you think has disappeared in, like, specific, suspicious circumstances.
Like they went away during the day,
Okay.
and I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, yes, that sounds like a good idea. I don't think this island is safe for you, though.
If I left it, I wouldn't come back.
Yes.
So I feel pretty safe to me to stay on it.
Remind me, we need to talk to your mother at some point.
No,
I
you
need
don't
to
want-
have
you
a couple
can't do
words
that.
with her.
No,
Why not?
because she's sick.
What kind of sick, honey?
She has a cough.
That's alright, I'm pretty hardy.
No, I don't want to bother her.
I get that. But it looks like there may be some forces a little bit bigger than us at play here. And I don't know if she knows about them necessarily.
She
Or
knows
how
about
this...
the seals.
Sure. But how this could potentially impact you, I think she needs to know that. So we can protect you.
She could be sleeping.
That's okay, we got time.
So you hear them talking. What are you up to?
I'd like to take this horrifying blood moon and the painting it was hiding in and bring them upstairs.
Do you want to go up to the top of the light?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, so you do that. So you hear Avery walking up to the light. What are you guys gonna do?
I think we can deal with that later. I'm gonna go upstairs.
I'm gonna grab the letters and kind of follow after Lighthouse Keeper. Hey, you, Lighthouse Keeper, are these yours? Do you know anything about these?
What is this?
They were in the fireplace.
No.
They're,
What the hell is that?
that's exactly our question. They're a little
Is that
unsettling.
a Splendor seal?
that I saw?
Yeah, it seems a pretty good match.
Ah!
Ah, yes.
The Slender Seal.
The blender seal.
Oh, that was like a Slender Man reference. And I was like, deep
like,
cut.
word.
That too.
I
No,
totally
no,
heard.
both words.
Yeah,
Blender
what do
seal?
you know about my family?
Oh god. Wait.
I am in the middle of trying to figure something out.
What's your last
We are
name?
gonna unpack
What's your
this
last name?
later. McAllister.
And what's your first name? I actually didn't get it.
Avery.
Pleasure to meet you, Avery. Suzanne.
There are no McAllisters on that map.
Thank goodness. We did not check.
You're not gonna die.
Thank you so much for that. Horrifying place. This is a horrifying place, and I don't know why I'm here. Going up the stairs.
You hear everyone coming up the stairs. Strong smell of smoke. Susanna covered in a bit of ash. Emil also covered in ash.
Oh, it's all over. He's just wiped it across his shirt to clear his hands.
Luckily clears his throat, lifts the eye patch up just a little bit, and you see just like a bunch of water falls out and then just pops back on.
As you walk up the lighthouse, the eerie red of the lighthouse starts to permeate the walls around you. And as you guys get to the top, you see that Avery is holding a piece of paper that says only the light will reveal. And as the red of the lighthouse comes on to this piece of paper,
Damn it, you've done it again.
the red blood seeps away and a drawing is revealed.
I can read what that says. I don't know what
I think that's the lighthouse.
Fireplace.
fireplace. Okay.
Cellar.
The fireplace has a secret passage. The fireplace has a secret passage.
Well, that would explain some things.
As you look at this drawing, Lachlan, you look out, and Avery, you look out across the land and across the water of the island. Do you realize that it's not just a drawing, it's that if you held it up exactly and you laid it out across the map,
The crow's nest.
not only does it seem like there's some connection to the crow's nest, but there is, right in the eye of this bird, something hidden. An inlet, a secret grotto, but what it definitely is the perfect place to store a submarine.
Getting my fucking submarine back!
I am highly suspicious that Amy is involved. Crow's Nest Amy is definitely involved.
Gross Miss Amy knows where my submarine is.
She's a mess and I love her.
So join us for part 2 of Red Light at Morning to find out what happens to everyone here, our cast of characters, and whatever terrible forces they're out to encounter. This is Twice Rolled Tales. You can find us here, wherever you're seeing the links, also on all of our social medias. Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye!
Bye!